the fanfare Warren Gaines got earlier this month as he was discharged from Kauai Delta's Rehabilitation Hospital in Visalia. He was hospitalized for 37 days in the South Valley, not only battling COVID-19, but also suffering a stroke while in care. And Warren Gaines joins us here today along with his wife Martha to share their experiences with the virus. Thank you too for joining us. We sure appreciate your time. Let's go back to when, Warren, you were first diagnosed. I know that was several weeks ago. Explain what happened to you and what took you to the hospital.
Well, my temperature's been pretty consistently high. I was getting real weak. So we went to one of Kauai Delta's clinics, and the physician over there recommended that I go right over to the hospital.
Did you suspect that you might have COVID-19?
Actually, I didn't. I thought it was just allergies because I went to one of my physicians and he tested me, and he didn't suspect the COVID virus.
He didn't have shortness of breath?
Yeah. I didn't meet some of the symptoms that is consistent with the virus.
Right. So it was just the fever that just didn't seem to go away. So you went to the hospital and they finally had a diagnosis of COVID after a period of time. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Correct.
But you had some other serious health complications that came up during your hospitalization. Can you explain what happened after you went to the hospital?
Well, I was told that I was using the restroom, and one of the nurses noticed me in the restroom, and they checked me out, and I guess I had a stroke.
So were you feeling weakness, or did you suspect that something that serious could be happening to you? And did the doctors?
Actually, it was a big surprise to me.
You're in your 50s, so you're a young man. You wouldn't expect something like that to happen.
Yes.
Did the doctors make a connection between the COVID-19 and the stroke? Did the virus cause that stroke, or was that just something that happened independently? Or were they able to?
I believe the virus caused it.
We believe the virus caused it because he didn't have high blood pressure. He doesn't have high blood pressure now. What we were told is that the virus attacked his blood platelets and made them very sticky, which caused clotting and resulted in the stroke.
How frightening. So please explain, we're glad you're doing better and you're now at home. Please explain how you were able to battle back from not only the virus, but battle back from the stroke.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you, it took a lot of strength by me, and the only thing I was thinking of is, my family, and, that just caused me to fight to stay alive. And there was a lot of times I used my iPhone to FaceTime my wife, and she motivated me to, stay strong and the family's okay. Because my main concern was not only me, just the well-being of my family.
And I can tell there's a lot of emotion even at this moment, Martha. That must have been agonizing for you. Were you allowed to go and visit your husband during this time?
No. So he got sick on April 1st. Well, he was sick at the end of March, and he was home, and so we were battling the fever. On April 1st is when they finally said, you should probably take him to the ER. And I literally dropped him off in the parking lot at Kauai Delta and did not get to see him until May 7th.
Wow. That had to be so hard. Warren, were you given, I know there's a lot of medications that we're hearing about that are showing some promise for patients. Were you given specific medications to help you
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I think I recovered on pretty much, I believe, my willpower. I guess they medicated me, and I'm not sure if it was some of the medication that you're speaking of. I don't recall they, giving me that type of medication.
Okay. You weren't involved in any type of clinical trial. You just had the care in the hospital, and thankfully you recovered. Now, I'm sure the day that you were told you get to go home, that was a day of celebration. I know there was a big fanfare as you left the hospital too.
Let me tell you honestly, and I tried every maneuver to try to get home, and the doctors, I tried everything because I knew by going home, I think I would recover a lot quicker because I'll be close to my family. And it wasn't just only my family here, it's my family in New Jersey. I mean, they were giving me wishes and they were praying for me, and, especially all my friends. So, I mean, it was an experience, and I felt really good being home again.
Well, we are so thrilled that you're home with your wife and you can continue to recover. Warren Gaines and Martha, thank you so much for your time, and our best wishes to you as you continue to recover. And we hope you get all your strength and energy back so you can continue with life before coronavirus, just as you knew it before. Take care.
Thank you.